Las Vegas, you ready? Landell steady, let's go. So look at the preparation to be prepared on all these maps in this series.
Here we go, Vegas! We're kicking off champs here on Mercado Las Almas. Let's get it. So as you said, a great opportunity for New York, and if recency tells you anything, Minnesota could struggle at the break moving forward. They managed to get a few down, and take a look at player number 4 in the alley. Bance, they've got numbers right now, do Rokkr.
And this is the perfect opportunity right here for Rokkr. They get 16 seconds off of P1. They find the final gunfight onto Skies off the rotation. That's now 3 dead. Minnesota Rokkr around the middle of the pack when it comes to winning rotations on this map, but they make the first one look easy.
A minor advantage. Can that continue to build? 2 players quickly fall for New York. It's all up to Skies and Kismet now. Kismet's out of the fight. Caesar, last man up.
But trades going back and forth. It's all left up to Cammy. Now it's Fame in a 1v1 versus Priesta. Can he win this gunfight for his team? He cannot.
And had it not been for 2 crucial 1v1s, this is Minnesota who are up massively.
He knows what it's like to play in this environment, and he's showing it early on as Rokkr able to find 3 in the feed. They control back alley. They know where the Subliners are going to apply the pressure. Unfortunately, Bance loses that first gunfight, so Subliners are in a position to try to break, but Fame with the SMG, he finds 2. Minnesota right now just keeping the kills stagnant, not allowing the Subliners to get a clean 3 to 4 dead to lead to the break.
Yet to be really all that contested over at Barbershop, but who other than Attach? You need him in a big 1v1, and he is there to deliver.
It's going to be the Subliners winning their rotation over towards P5. And now this is where you have to set up beautifully to get yourself back into this game.
It feels like if you're New York as well, Jay, like, you gotta stay composed. Like, you're already seeing Minnesota come out, dominate in ways that you're just not familiar with. And now that's going to be 3 down off the
Too easy.
break.
And the crazy thing is, the Subliners are the #1 whole team on this map. They usually have their setups down to the T, where it's very difficult to break. But Rokkr, they're playing it super patient, finding the correct timings. And that's what's been leading to them currently up by 49 points. But great shots out of Priesta. We're going over to the second hill, in towards the cantinas. It's going to be towards the top side, and Subliner's going to be here early. But look at the route that Attach is currently taking. He's going to get the timing because 1 player drops. He's here for the pinch. Priesta takes him down. New York still hold.
And you got a few New York players on sprees. I know Skies ended up getting the cruise missile. Priesta now on 5. The hill is broken, and there you go.
Kismet is ahead of the game. He wins a huge one-on-one versus Attach, and now he's in a situation where he has to play his life until his teammates get to him.
Momentum starting to build right now for New York. Kismet in a big spot. He ends up falling. Sweat off the brow. If you're Rokkr, you were player counting. You were trying to figure out where the Subliners players were. And now, here comes the streak. Now that to deal with. Can Minnesota weather the storm? Trophies look to be out, and it looks like they will survive. Unfortunately, until Cammy dies by a car bomb, so he'll be out of the picture, and for the moment, it is currently a 2v2. Quite a few New York players off of respawn.
Yeah, it's only Fame and Attach here, and a couple players from the Subliners spawning out behind them, but Attach takes care of 2. Faze finds another.
Currently, time left vacant as we continue to battle for the bottom side of the map. Right now, Rokkr is in possession of it, and they're still winning the transition kills.
That's a big kill from Bance as well. They're more focused on maintaining headshot. If you can get a lot of this deep one time, you're basically going to be able to call a game. But you don't want to drop at the same time 2 to 3 dead, because it's going to allow the Subliners to apply that pressure on through tunnel. Trades are going back and forth. Fame is early off the rotation, but he loses the one-on-one to Priesta, and the next man is up. Bance finds him. So Minnesota are chaining the P1 time with the spawns. They are looking to close out the game at the next hill.
Let's step aside and see how the comms are sounding in a crucial moment in this series. A check-in quickly with the Rokkr.
I spawned here. Is he hitting tunnel?
Yeah, he's getting
tunnel, one shot. Absolute tunnel.
Okay,
Do
you
have a streak kill?
No, I do not.
So I spawned out. You guys on P4 side?
Yeah, I'm close before.
Could be deep cactus, guys.
Yeah,
right now.
You're passing cars. Hydra still tunnel.
No, he's close. Kismet's mid. Kismet's in P1.
Yeah, I'm behind him.
Let us know where you want us to go.
I am top. I'm gonna try and work it. Oh, 1 shot dead.
Nice.
Nothing top.
I'm
waiting for you.
Nice, good shit.
Inner staircase.
Staircase, 1 shot. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, tunnel dead.
I have mid.
I have low. Go.
Reinforce side.
I need top. I have low guys. Guys. Nice.
They're rotating.
I have low guys, yeah.
Alright. One guy new. One shot new kids.
I'll take your time. Okay, I'll spawn in, okay? I'm watching shot. They could be tunnel.
He's
sick. One more sick.
I
think one's long.
You can be. I'm one shot. I'm always with you, Cam.
Yeah. So I'm already fork. Okay? No, he's behind me. Case is in fork, okay? He's on the god hitting fork, okay?
One's close short, one's close short, telling
Close
it.
short, yeah, close short then. That's two.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna middle. Can this one? Yeah.
Jay, it feels like one more break for Rokkr and this one's over.
Yeah, one opportunity is all they need. One break, and advance and attach, finding two. This might be it.
This could be
There's
it.
only two players from the Subliners left in the point. Skies, the trade is going to be in. Last player is going to be towards the top. They have yet to take care of him as Hydra's staying alive. Eventually, Kismet gets back into the play, and the Subliners hold on for the final 30 seconds. He has a cruise missile to work with, and now it's all about this barbershop hill. And New York, they're starting off with these initial fights. Minnesota has to clutch on up.
But Hydra is bringing in the cruise missile. They also find two, making three off a spawn. They know exactly where they are, but it's a team kill. A team kill comes forward. Skies is down, and Attach wins the fight off the rim. This is your opportunity, Minnesota. This is your chance to close them out here. 10 more points to go.
That's all they need. The Subliners are applying pressure through every single alley. Sky starts off with the first, but everyone's dropping through mid. Minnesota are gonna do it.
It looks like it. One more. Attach falls. One more point to go. One more point to go. New York, they're hanging on by a thread.
They're hanging on. They are hanging on. Minnesota know all they need is 1 second. 1-2 pieces, all that is needed. And right now, Bance with the trigger discipline, he's gonna go for it. Him and Cammy through back alley trying to make it happen.
You can tell the communication is there. Cammy trying to make a little bit of an effort toward the front. Bance finding players in the back. He ends up dropping. That's another two down. New York still alive. Here comes Attach. Here comes Attach. The pitch is in. He needs to find a double. Not gonna happen. And now it's about the rotation. Minnesota are here.
Subliners gotta go. Subliners gotta go. You gotta give up that time, and it doesn't look like they're gonna be there in time. Minnesota Rokkr are fully set up, but they lose the fight. Attach makes it happen. He finds the final two, and Rokkr take map one.
Oh my God. It wasn't the closest based off of the score hard point that we've seen, Jay, but I tell you what, man, I mean, a few 1v1s go differently. I mean, if Minnesota doesn't have the massive lead that they have,
yeah,
this is a New York comeback.
It is. It is. And now with this team down 0-1, you gotta rely on him to try to bring it back.
And I guess the question that comes to mind is, like, if you're Minnesota, how do you game plan for somebody like Hydra?
No.
Hydra looking to strike, does not see Cammy laying on his belly. So that is a quick two there for the Cam man. An instant 4v2 advantage for Minnesota, and it only continues to build. P-Dog putting the sniper to good use. Cammy starts it off, obviously finds the 3K, but that first blood was massive. Into round two we go, flipping up the sides. New York now on the attack, but it was a lovely start there for Kismet, but two quick trades end up favoring Minnesota in the end, and now we've got ourselves a 2v2, Attach and Fame versus Hydra and Skies.
Attach just getting away with his life, playing this beautifully so far.
Quite a few players investing dead silence. Hydra has a Attach! How in the world deserves to be in the brightest of spots? Is he about to walk away with another? Yes!
It's all gonna fall into the hands of Hydra. Soul Man in towards 10. Gets a couple sounds used there around the corner, but it's not win the first gunfight.
It's also another massive gunfight, Jay, that Attach wins. It's not a trade. They end up evening up the numbers, and Cammy finds another through mid-map. Every single kill that he's found has come in a spot like this. Kismet finds his second of the round, and now they're gonna need him. Dead silence engaged as Minnesota have got that bomb down. 30 seconds to defend it. Kismet again with another.
Now it's Fame left in a 1v2. He does have dead silence, but it's not invested. He goes for the chow, wins the one-on-one, but cannot find the second onto Skies.
New York, it just feels like they've been waiting here for such a long time. And now it's giving Rokkr the opportunity to regroup and to re-engage. Fame gifted a double, and it's a triple on top of it. Cammy delivers Skies with the snipe. Excellent work so far from the Rokkr, coming away with the crucial kills, a veteran-like play. Coming in from the rookie, as we said, in round number 4. New York in desperate need of an answer, and that is the way to get right back in this round. This next kill very well could dictate how the remainder of it goes. Aggression there from Hydra established, and from there, it is all up to Attach. Now a 1v3.
Can't cut him out, though. Can't cut him out. He finds the first kill onto Hydra. That's the most important one, but Priest with the repositioning. Hydra already invested that dead silence. He's going to be behind him in through dark, and he is going to get spotted by Fame. He gives the comm to Attach. They take down Hydra. Now it's a 4v2. Skies does take down one, but the trade is there. Now it's all up to Kismet.
Retake about to go down as Minnesota prepare, waiting for the members of the Subliners to enter in toward their reticle. Can they walk away with the first blood? No! Hydra! An excellent answer! Dives right on in, but it's Bance who's there to trade. One left player alive, Priesta! 15 seconds to go. He's gonna pull off something amazing. Pull off a miracle. Time continues to tick, and this will be the round.
New York have to figure something out because Minnesota, they are making the adjustments, and it might be a nade to do it.
Play was touching on how many free nades that we're gonna see. So far, not a ton on Mercado, but how in the world does that gunfight not get finished off? We'll leave that for later time. P-Dog with the snap. And now it's all up to Fame. Makes it a 1v2. Still plenty of time on that clock, but it's about to go down. Now 45 to work with, 2 players to face off against. This is not gonna be an easy site to retake, but he's got information. Does not work out. Trades continue to go back and forth, but this time it's Fame who falls. New York even up numbers.
Yeah, it's a 3v3, and you have Kismet. Already runs out of that dead silence. He's working that deep flank to try to take down Cammy. The time is starting to tick. Cammy gets the right timing. He takes down the first, but Kismet's there for the trade. 25 seconds, 2v2.
And right now from Minnesota, you have the information. You know they can only come in from one of 2 ways. Attach watching one angle, Bance watching the other. It's a crossfire, but now it's a 1v1. Bance is there to deliver. And Rokkr now firmly in control. Now up 2-0 in the series. Just like we all predicted, Jay.
Exactly like we predicted, Lando. If you are Minnesota Rokkr, up 2-0 in this series, definitely caught a couple people off guard. You have the opportunity to close it out in 3 because this used to be your best control map. You were 10-0 before you started losing a couple.
And right into round 1 we go. It is New York on the attacking side as the Bulldog looks to get things going. A lovely little 3-0 start for him as we are halfway through at A. All of that wonderful play, all of that patience ends up going to a bit of a collapse, but we'll see if they can build upon it. They'll have to work out of their spawn. Great kills coming in from Hydra. Quite a bit of damage. Lands that nade, at least it looks like it. However, Rokkr come through and deliver another quick triple.
Only a minute left. Subliners have full field control so they can start to put pressure from the front end. But as long as you're Rokkr trading efficiently, that's another 3 dead in the feed. They are doing what they need to do to win this defense.
This is the chance. This is the opening for New York that will pause the time at 39 seconds.
Oh, Hydra's able to find 2. He's still finessing. He's still dancing around BS&D, but Fame wins the one-on-one. And attached to the back end takes down Skies. So with only 30 seconds left, potentially the final push coming in from the Subliners. Kismet and Priesta started off. Now you can get on that beat point, stop the clock, but it's all about these next wave of fights. And look at the route that Bance is currently trying to go on.
Bance currently in a gun engagement, trying to win that one versus Skies. Not able to do so. It's a nade that ends up taking him down. Mr. Benjamin, but it's Cammy with the streak over the top. The man is at 9-4. Pacing early here in round 1. New York doing everything they can, trying to utilize the smoke to be their cover. Time currently paused at 17 and change. They continue to build it up, but it's 2 quick ones there for the Rokkr. Any segment is big right now for New York. Does not feel like this round is going to go their way, but they continue to dive deep. They continue to work hard, but Attach comes through with a few, and that very well should be it, Jay. By no means still in a great position. New York could go for the late contest. That appears to be the case. Hydra with 1, trying to go for a pre-fire. New York do not want to allow for this one to go the opposite direction.
You don't want to try to get this one up for free. You still have players contesting it, but you also don't want to lose these gunfights too quickly.
Trying to even up the numbers while it's Fame going for info.
Yeah, Priesta knows that at least a player has to be close to me. I got to back up. Try to play my life as long as I can because my teammates are spawning across the map. Fame takes care of him, but New York still do a great job of trading efficiently. Priesta and Hydra combined for 2. Now the sole man here is going to be Fame. With only 15 seconds left, he has to go big, and he gets sniffed out by Kismet, and this is looking like a Subliners round.
Big gunfights coming in once more from the Rook. Fame trying to cause some havoc really all across the map. Into Warehouse he flies. And from there, it is Bance who wins another one. We're talking so much about the ARs
Okay.
of Rokkr. Right now, it's the SMGs who are having themselves some fun.
But as long as Minnesota Rokkr have tower control, have to commit over towards this B point.
And that kill on the Hydra was huge. Problem being attached doesn't stay alive for much longer. Thankfully, the time still is paused. Right now for New York, they're just hanging on to a few crucial lives just to stay intact. The player on that zone ends up falling, and from there, we're now left with 24 seconds. New York have got to get something going.
Yeah, they're over towards A. Hydra knows we're not going to be able to get towards B. Let's just transition to the easy one. Only 24 seconds left. You have to just clutch up in these fights. Fame has him one shot. Vance is going to fly for the kill. And now it's Prisa, the only guy here. He gets cut down. There's only 20 seconds left. Subliners have 2 segments done, but you cannot lose the round like this because Minnesota are going to take back the lead.
But thankfully for New York, they've won a few fights out of spawns. Right now, it is Hydra and Skies, the Val Pals, who are trying to lead the charge and to keep this round going. Collectively on a 5 spree as we will gain another minute on the clock.
You only have 1 to 2 more good pushes to make this attempt happen over towards B. So you don't really have a lot of map control. Fame takes down 1. Fame takes down the second and Bance with the third. New York forced to hit the reset button besides Skies.
But right now, Attach, he's just having a blast. He's hanging out on the backside of the map. Skies eventually pieces him. That's going to be 2 right now for New York. They found that opening. They've got 3 players surrounding this objective. Right now for Rokkr, they're put in a spot where they're going to have to contest, Jay.
Oh yeah, and Fame, he's trying to find the opening through the flank, but that's already the second segment done. Not a single player from Rokkr is near the point. Fame eventually does take down Priesta, and unfortunately the team named for Hydra, but it does not matter. Already 30 seconds knocked off the game clock. Subliners in full control of Radiant Tower towards A. So you're forcing Minnesota to apply the pressure up through field. Cammy does take down 1. Cammy goes for the second as well. So Minnesota have the opportunity to try to close out this B.
Yeah, he's been on like multiple 4 or 5 sprees. Had a few cruise missiles come in, and right now he's looking for another. New York end up finding 2, but for Minnesota, they just continue to wipe away time at B.
Yeah, that's at least the second segment done, but now Subliners have full map control. That's a clean 3 dead.
Rokkr working from their base, but there is a man who still remains, and that is Vance, bringing out the AR, keeping the game afloat. They jump on B. Can they gain this extra minute? Vance falls. Cammy 2. Can they get over toward A? It looks like they have. Minnesota hanging on by a thread as New York continue to style. This map is over.
And the Subliners stay alive. They come out in El Estilo. They know what it's like to play against Minnesota Rokkr on this map. And all it really took was that 1 attacking round to close out this entire one. To keep them alive in this series.
Tell you what, it also would be kind of fun to kick off champs with a good old game 5. Ooh, you and I, we have a history with those. Bryce and Tom, we're looking at you guys, but to Hydro HP we fly.
It's all about the gunfights going into the next hill, and right now Minnesota Rokkr, even though they're not getting time off of this P1, there is no need to panic because P2 is a money hill. You just cannot allow any players from the Subliners to slip through. Multiple water routes that you have to try to pay attention to, but screw the water. We're just going to go right through the front. The Subliners take down 2. They're trying to flip the spawns, but at least Minnesota Rokkr still staying alive on the right side of the map, gets that spawn for Vance to win that rotation towards next.
New York at all the time at P1, but you're not angry about that if you're Minnesota, as you said, given that you're going to have that hard point up next. Hydra looking to make the play. Oh my God! See you later, Vance, and it's a break instantly from New York.
Now it's time for Kismet to go for a swim.
They even had a stun come over the top and kill somebody.
Priest took one down with a stun as well. So now if you are Minnesota, the game is shaking up a little bit. You were expecting an answer over towards B2, but with the Subliners finding an instant break and with only 20 seconds left, you are now forced to give this one up. Now Minnesota have to get out of the hill again. They know that the pressure's coming in. Teammates are spawning all the way across the map. We have to clutch up in a couple of these gunfights, and Cammy's the man to do it. He takes down 2. Hydra takes down 2 of his own, and with Priesta in this position, they get the close back spawns. Hydra just did it all to break this hill individually.
Now to path is what we're going to rotate, and it is Hydra trying to be a thorn in their side. That's now going to be 5 in a row, and really a Minnesota team that's going to be filled with anxiety, filled with stress, trying to figure out where he is.
Do the Subliners decide to invest that cruise missile? Most likely not, because they have players in some great positions. Hydra and Kismet already combined for 2. Make it 3. The spawns now flip. Another break for the Subliners.
Hydra causing some problems through the water. He was lighting everybody up. You see Kismet on 3. Skies gifted another double. flying through the air. He's looking like Spider-Man. Oh, he gets the third. New York are styling.
Yeah, it has to be in their hold percentage because they're winning a rotation every single time. Every single hill so far, they have been the team early on. Just came down to the setups and New York finding those openings, finding those initial gunfights to find the break. But now currently down by 100 points. With the Subliners, the lead they currently have, they can play for this remaining 40 seconds. They can play for all this time at P1 because they know that Minnesota have two things that they have to focus on.
Yeah, for New York, like you've eaten your vegetables. You've done all the hard work. Now it's just a matter of really do whatever you'd like. You have the ability to play with house money at the moment. And right now they're looking for another break over at P2. Minnesota beginning to crumble like the foundation that they sit in. Hydra applying the pressure. Another cruise missile for the French phenom as New York now have got that spawn ready to go. P2 is about to be their home.
So far on the second rotation, it's been the rotations where they're the team early set up. Priesta, Hydra, and Kismet already combined for 3.
Once this hardpoint comes to a close, we talk about momentum. We're talking about a team who's got to dig deep, got to be ready. Minnesota delivered a nice little blow, but New York, a knockout punch.
But now Priesta on the route, trying to flip these spawns for his teammates. He knows they're applying the pressure through the front end. All they need is one break to close out this game. He gets the first gunfight. Cruise missile invested. Hydra takes him down. Subliners are in. They're going to close out the game.
It just feels like every single thing going in their favor. 100-point club here in Game 4 as New York are more awake than they've ever been. Game 5 to kick us off in Vegas, Jay.
Actually, no one from Minnesota had the best map, number 4.
Yeah.
You got to completely shake that one off because it's all about the Game 5. First one of champs, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's go, Vegas. Let's hope this is one of many here on the weekend. It's time to find out, can Minnesota deliver us with the stunner, or can New York get the reverse sweep? Hydra answering early with the first blood. Backs up and gives a little high five to P-Dog, who finds one in stride. Thankfully for Rokkr, they at least are able to drop one in the meantime, but are still down in man advantage.
Yeah, it's attach advance now. Left to try to clutch on up. You see the game plan from the Subliners. That's just all stack, hit a conga line right up through the diner. They take down attach. Now it's Vance left in the 1v3. Too many players from the Subliners in your line of sight.
As everything goes on pause for a moment, chaos about to ensue, Jay.
And Kismet invested that silence, takes full couches control. Right now, Minnesota Rokkr just playing this beautifully on defense. They're going to run right into what Minnesota needs them to do. It's going to fall into the hands of Bance. He at least finds the first blood. You do have one player in Priesta with full bedroom control, but it's about stopping this bomb plan, and unfortunately, Cammy cannot. So New York have the opportunity as Hydra finds the third with the snipe attached in the 1v3.
It's all up to Mr. Price, puts in some shots, but surely this cannot go his way. Looking for anybody to showcase a leg, showcase an arm, finally gets the engagement. Fame, who has been an unbelievable SD player on Hotel, quickly tagged up. A nade over the top is going to give New York numbers for the moment, but it's Cammy who comes away with the double.
Still a lot of time for Minnesota to work with. Vance invested that dead silence, trying to find the timing in towards bedroom. Kismet is not going to get any sound cues that he's in his positioning. Now with Vance here, probably want to go for the chow, and he does. Kismet makes him pay for it. Now it's Cammy in a 1v2.
And that's so frustrating, right? If you're Cammy, you don't even end up finding Kismet as the trade. Kismet with a huge 1v1.
But it might not work in their favor because the New York Subliners, they're applying the pressure in towards Diner, Hydra. I thought he found a time, but the rookie takes him down. Minnesota, man advantage.
Just that one route that Hydra takes is maybe the one angle that Rokkr were not prepared for. Quite a bit of blood splattered already in this round. Minnesota finally able to get on the board, and the crowd is loving it, Jay. There's a lot of VOD to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, this team has played it so many times. They've played it 14 times since Major 4. They've won 6 of their last 7 Hotel S&Ds. Rokkr, can you start to really weed out the strategy, start to figure things out?
Now it's a 4v4 retake. Subliners have 3 players applying pressure through the back end. And 1 player in Kismet invested that dead silence, going for the super long route. Eventually leads to Fame, finding the first blood onto Skies. Now Priest and Hydra had to slow down, and Kismet could not win the one-on-one. So now Hydra and Priesta Need a miracle to happen because it's not easy to break in towards the kitchen.
It's all up to P-Dog. He gets silenced.
By the time they get there, relied on too many one-on-one gunfights, which eventually leads to Rokkr chaining 2 in a row now. Back into this search and destroy.
Bang!
Subliners go for the 2-2 split. Hydra again with the sniper in hand finds the first blood.
Rokkr down in numbers, and really the only player in here is distance up. This is going to be player number 2. Cammy hanging out in luggage. Thankfully, is still remaining. Dolphin dives to safety. So Rokkr, do not drop that second member just yet.
Yeah, they just got to make sure they're holding down Cammy in this positioning, because with those doors open, even a spot, anytime that they try to go for that bomb plant, Fame saves the nade. He's able to get Kismet off of it now, but what happens to Attach? Fortunately, he nades himself, and now it's a 2v4.
Again, Fame should surely get sniffed out. He ends up getting eventually left now in a 1v4. Yeah, the pinch is there. Bance, aggressive as you'd like. Watches that trophy get placed down. He's still looking for his first COD Champs trophy. But with Deddy popped, he's at least getting quite a bit of map positioning, and he's also gifted the first blood.
Now into 4v3, let's just get this bomb down. Let's force New York to retake in this scenario. All the players from the Subliners invest that dead silence. They know that Bance is in this positioning. Kismet again wins that one-on-one to make it a 3v3.
And it's been versus Bance, I think, in both occasions.
Yeah.
Kismet, unreal in a spot like that, but still a job to do. 3v3, time continues to tick. Cammy brought low, Fame ends up answering, however, he drops. Now we're the 2v2, Cammy a big one! Rokkr, hold on! Still a decent amount of time on the clock.
Yeah, and Skies is just putting out a couple shots over towards A. He's just trying to keep Minnesota at bay, continuously having the 2-2 split. They don't know where the pressure's coming in, but Fame with the first blood onto Priesta finds the second kill onto Hydra.
What?
Don't know how he wins that, but Minnesota now into 4v2, making a 4v1. Fame does it all through the middle of the map to take down 3.
As Bance looks to lead the charge, we find another first blood here.
Oh, and he's making plays, man. He's covering so much ground. I don't know if the Subliner is going to be able to read this positioning, as the bomb is now going to get planted over towards A. It's another retake for New York. Every time that Minnesota have got the bomb down, they have found success. Can New York try to turn it around here?
A few players in through couches, mid-cross. Was watched there from Kismet. Bance looking for information. Cammy has got to stay alive. Brought down low. Kismet there to start things off. Fame again, as solid as you'd like. A statue ends up dropping another. New York currently inside of the bomb site. As Bance looks for info, you got players from Minnesota all over this site looking for information. Time continues to tick. He finds nothing. They find all 3. New York, they find all 3 on the retake. First blood would mean everything right now, especially for the Minnesota side.
In Minnesota, they're going back to old reliable. Let's just stack through the map, watch the cross over towards bedroom. Put down a couple shots on the cross, but that's just teamwork on full display right there from the Subliners. Early shots from Skies, leads to Hydra finding the first blood, and there's too many bodies for Bance in this positioning. It's now a 4v2. The rookie and Cammy left to clutch up.
Fame, he's gotta be ready. He's gotta be ready. Oh, Priesta wins another. It's all on the Cammy. No upset today. New York says place your bets on us. Down 0-2. And they fire back with the reverse sweep to kick us off here at Champs.
And that's how we start Champs 2023. 2-time major champions go down 0-2 versus a team that they just 3-0'd 2 weeks ago.